It's Wednesday, April 16th. And today on Just Wondering, I'm looking at two different strategies that the Cowboys could use in making a first-round selection in next week's NFL Draft.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design and risk management with income-generating investments designed to accelerate your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Visit fluentfinancial.com.
First, a reminder that, as usual, I'll be part of the first pick to last coverage of the NFL Draft on radio station The Ticket in Dallas. This will be my 40th complete first pick to last draft since I first began this in 1986. Opinions vary about the most dire need of the Dallas Cowboys. Calvin Watkins, who's been on the Cowboys beat forever, he's from the Dallas Morning News. He stepped into the enormous hole left in that newspaper staff by the retirement of Goose Goslin. Tuesday, Watkins listed 20 players that could be possible draft picks of the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of them are early round choices, 3 or 4 late round types. I respect lists like this because people like Calvin Watkins over the years has made contacts in the organization. I would assume solid contacts. So one pays attention to lists like this. On Watkins' list of the 20 players the Cowboys could conceivably draft, there were 7 running backs, 4 wide receivers, all of which will go in the first round. 4 defensive linemen, all of which will go in the first 2 rounds. 2 offensive linemen, a tight end, which will go very, very, very late, a quarterback who will go late, and a second or third round cornerback named Siobhan Ravel. What this list does not address anywhere at the top is, in my estimation, the Cowboys' biggest need right now, and that's at cornerback. This is their cornerback depth chart as it stands right now, realizing that a team plays 3 cornerbacks more than 50% of the time. Number 1, that's Deron Bland. He's their best, but he's a free agent after this season. Number 2 is Trayvon Diggs. He's making big money, but he was hurt last year, and he required very delicate surgery, and he may or may not be ready for the start of the season. At the nickelback, they have lost a terrific player, Jordan Lewis. And right now, penciled into that spot is Israel Mukwamu. He's primarily a safety. He's been with the Cowboys 4 years, and he started 3 games. Right now, the depth behind them, well, there's last year's 5th-round choice, Kalen Carson, who looked awfully shaky in his first year in the league, and Kaiir Elam, whom the Cowboys got by swapping late-round draft picks with the Buffalo Bills, who gave up on Elam, a first-round choice of theirs 3 years ago, gave up on him after just 3 years. That does not inspire much faith for me. If I were running the Cowboys draft, in the first round, I would target one of two cornerbacks who should be there. From Texas, Jaden Brown. From Michigan, Will Johnson. There's a pretty long list of cornerbacks available in this draft, but not as many solid ones, it seems, as in past drafts. For me, I'd take one of these two as my first-round choice and fill that need immediately. The other strategy for the Cowboys? That's next. Okay, I'm not a cook, but my beautiful Mary is, and I must tell you that we've fallen in love with OPA seasonings. That's OPA, O-P-A. Make healthy meals that taste wonderful. OPA's all natural. We use it on meat, fish, chicken, salad, veggies. Just sprinkle, cook, and enjoy. And we found a little OPA goes a long way. Order your OPA now from the website opafoods.com and use the promo code NORM, that's me, and get 10% off your order. Delicious meals, all natural, and save some money. What is not to love about OPA seasonings? In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House. Last year, late in the first round, the Cowboys traded down and selected Tyler Guyton with their first draft choice. Now, if you're a regular listener or viewer of this podcast, you know I'm not a huge fan of Tyler Guyton. But in trading down, they picked up an extra third-round pick that they used to select Connor Beebe, who stepped right in as the team's center. 4 years ago, they traded down just a couple of spots and still got Micah Parsons. If the opportunity arose this year to trade down from pick 12, I'd be all over it. Because the group of players that go, let's say, between 12 and 20 or 22, it's a very solid group. There, you might still get one of those cornerbacks there who could slide. They're good runners, solid defensive tackles, interesting wide receivers. Plus, you might be able to pick up, if you traded down just a little bit, a fourth-round pick. You don't have one of those because you used it to trade to Carolina for wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. Or you could pick up an extra 3. That would be really good. So for me, I'd be all over trading down in the first round of this draft. But then you got to find somebody who wants to trade up.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, by Bob's Steak and Chop House, and by OPA Seasonings. Savor the flavor in your food.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. If you enjoyed what you heard, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will be delivered to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you know someone who might enjoy our work, please share it with them. I'm Norm Hitzges, and I'm always just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'm just wondering